Okay, I know what you're thinking, and the answer is no. It wasn't really prison, it was indoor suspension, which is basically the same thing, if not worse. Now how I got sent there? Utter blasphemy. Everybody was out to get me. The teachers, the principal, the students, they all wanted me gone for no reason. But anyway, in second grade I went to a K through 8, which was like 75% white, 20% Hispanic, and 5% the rest of us. My innocent 7-year-old self is just sitting in my math class, flipping my worksheet loud as hell to let the competition know that there was no competition and that they should basically drop out because they can't do quick maths like me. Anyway, if you were in grades 1 through 5, every Tuesday at about 12:30, the non-Spanish speakers got sent to a Spanish SL class for 90 minutes, where we sat around and learned the language for 10 of those minutes and then raced around the school unsupervised for the rest of the class. Now me, being the fastest man alive and having taught people like Bolt Usain how to run, lived for this part of the week. And of course we had PE, but that's different because you were supposed to run around and bake in the hot sun. Anyway, I happily waited every Tuesday for this class to come so I could say my one sentence in Spanish, get my free A, and then dominate the other kids in every race possible until it was time to go back to class. Now like 2 weeks go by and I haven't gotten in trouble for anything yet, which is important because while I wasn't the worst kid, I was definitely runner-up. On this one special Tuesday though, I had on some brand new shoes, so I had to go up to that wall sharpener and stun on the class real quick so that they could feast their eyes on these brand new, limited edition, collector's edition, one of a kind, Jesus sandals. Now I don't know why my mom set me up like this, or why she swore up and down that the other kids would be jealous of me, but she had me feeling like I was wearing brand new Jordans that MJ himself designed, made, and signed just for me. But as soon as I got in front of the class, I wonder what they're laughing at. Maybe there's a clown with some really funny shoes in here somewhere. It was me! I was the clown! I had the funny shoes on! Who let me leave the house like this? At this point, I was broken. I had to hide the fact that I was on the verge of tears by faking a sneeze so I could wipe them off and keep sharpening my pencil. And I must have been up there for a long time because you know how you used to sharpen the pencils so sharp that you couldn't even write with them because as soon as you touched the paper, the point broke? That's how sharp this pencil was. So I take my walk of shame with this razor in my hand back to my desk and start on the next math worksheet we were doing. While I was contemplating life, my best friend at the time, AJ, was walking towards my desk just as the clock was getting to 12:30. He then reaches over to tap my shoulder just as soon as the bell rang for Spanish, and while it was ringing, I swing back to face the teacher with this razor in my hand, and instead of tapping my back, I jammed the tip of my newly sharpened number 2 test-taking pencil into AJ's hand.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
This nigga hit the ground screaming and hollering like I'd been plotting to murder him since birth. The teachers, however, must have seen something else go down, because they didn't listen to a word I had to say, and instead of going to Spanish class, they took me to the principal's office, where they told her their version of what happened, and then teamed up to scream at me about how I'm a criminal and belong in a cell. And they clearly must have forgotten I was 7 years old, because I was ugly crying for at least 10 minutes straight until they stopped yelling. And as if I didn't have 3 grown women bullying me, the principal then says, "Guilty people don't cry. So wipe your face and tell us why you stabbed someone." And this was my only chance to defend myself. They're all looking at me, finally giving me a chance to speak. And what do I say? When I tell you I let the dumbest words possible leave my mouth at this moment, if I heard myself, I would have locked my ass the fuck up too. I stuck out my hand and he ran into my pencil. That big ass head, and that's all you can think of? They locked me up instantly. And after that, they said that I would no longer have class in the same room as the other students and that they'd be telling my parents I tried to send another kid to the hospital for no reason. And my dad believed everything. So not only did I get locked up, but when I got home, I got the worst whooping in my life up until that point. And for the next 6 weeks, I was locked up in a cold room where I did all my work from the beginning of the day until the end. No more Spanish, no more racing, and no more outside contact until my time was up. So yeah, prison. Now AJ did try to appeal my case, but they told him that he was stupid and that I was basically a domestic terrorist, even though we were still friends after the fact. After my time ended, I came back to class and it felt like I just finished filming for Beyond Scared Straight, because the whole class looked at me like I had teardrops tatted all over my cheek.
And I do it again!